first on the list, there's this viral list going around of places that women say they absolutely refuse to go on a first date. I'm going to just read you the list and then give you some of my reactions. Restaurant chains. So these are like Applebee's, Cheesecake Factory. The movies. Your house, as in the date's house. The gym. Church. Coffee dates. Ice cream dates. Family functions. The club. Hookah bar. Restaurant chains, listen, I don't want to be no Applebee's. I don't want to be splitting no 2 for $20. And Applebee's, I feel like it's usually by the train or something. It's usually like in an interesting area. I don't want to go to no Applebee's. And I don't have a problem with Applebee's. Listen, like, I like Applebee's just as the next person. But going on a date in Applebee's is kind of crazy. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, you think I'm a cheap date? Like, I'd rather you take me to like a local mom and pop restaurant that's near and dear to your heart than just Applebee's. I don't know how I feel about that. The movies. First date to the movies. For some reason, it feels like high school. Like, that reminds me of being young and going to the movies for a first date. But I feel like post-pandemic, the movies has a different energy to it. I recently went to the movies. I saw the Taylor Swift concert in theaters. It was just a cool thing to do with my mom on the weekend. And I thought it was a really cool experience. Like, it's nice going to the movies now because they were shut down for so long. It's nice going and grabbing your popcorn, grabbing your soda, getting in the mood, grabbing your seat, especially if you have one of those nice theaters with the reclining seats. It's a fun experience to go to the movies, especially when you don't do it that often. You go once in a while. It's a cool vibe. I'm not mad at the movies. Maybe just take me to a nice restaurant afterwards so we could talk about the movie, and not a chain restaurant. Don't take me to Fridays, or I don't even know. Don't take me to no crazy place. Don't take me to Buffalo Wild Wings, okay? Your house. Now, the only thing with your house, like, just going to your house, I feel like, what you trying to do in your house? Like, what you trying to do? This is the first date. Slow down, buddy. But your house, like, if you're a millionaire, I hear millionaires and like very famous rich people take people to their house for the first date for privacy, especially if they're famous. Like, they don't want it to be exposed and maybe photographed by the paparazzi. They wouldn't want their date photographed and put out there before it's an official relationship. So I would get it. Like, I know Carisha's with Diddy now, but if I were to date somebody with Diddy, I wouldn't mind if he took me on our first date to his mansion or something like that, because a lot of times it's privacy and the mansion is big. You got different locations within the mansion, so I don't mind that. The gym, it depends. I feel like these are things where it depends on the person. If the gym is something that means a lot to you as a person and you want to see how I react in that environment. Some people think like that. Some people are really seeking a life partner and they want to bring people into their world on the first date to see if you can hang. Like, I like going to the gym. Let me see if you can hang in the gym, or let me see if there's something that's important to you. And in the gym, you can have conversation. They can guide you through workouts. So I get the gym. Also, I do get the other side of the coin where it's like, were you just planning on going to the gym anyways and you just brought me along with you? Like, you don't want to feel like people are just bringing you along on their errands. Like, the next day is to go do laundry. Like, we just gonna do laundry together because you are already gonna do laundry. You get what I mean? But coffee dates, ice cream dates, I put those in the same boat. I'm not mad at a coffee date. I could meet you after lunch. I could have a coffee with you. If I'm not vibing or maybe I'm not in the mood, I can go home afterwards. Or we can keep the night going. We could keep going a walk afterwards. Oh, and also, I don't know if I told you guys this, but I'm sick as a dog. So let's hold for my cough break. Get your flu shots, your COVID booster. I don't even know what new shots they put out this year, but get all of that. And stop getting people sick. I'm tired of being sick. But back to coffee dates and ice cream dates. I put them in the same boat. I like how something small, It doesn't feel like a big investment financially and time wise. Like as a girl, I think the women who created this list were probably thinking about the money. Like the man's not investing much into a coffee date, or he's not investing much into an ice cream date. But you don't have to invest that much time. You don't have to dress to the nines for a coffee date or an ice cream date either. You can meet this man. You can enjoy the coffee and ice cream. It's like a screener date. Especially nowadays, a lot of people are meeting each other off Instagram, off different various dating apps. When you meet the person finally in person, you want to get a vibe to see if you even like them. It's like a screener. And then if you enjoy them after the short coffee date, you can keep it going that night, or you can follow up and then have a more serious, more intimate, long-lasting date the following time you guys meet up. Next on the list was family functions, then club, then hookah bar. Family functions. Now, some of you guys don't have the type of families to introduce to people on the first date. Some of you guys' uncles are weird and handsy. Some of you guys' moms overstep boundaries. Your aunts are nosy. Not everyone has the type of family to bring a stranger over to introduce them to on the first date. You guys need to know where your family falls in that place. Now, if you guys are, I just don't see why on the first date. Now, if this is maybe like a childhood best friend, or if they've been around, they know your family, then maybe it makes sense to invite them to a family function. But I think it's better to meet in a neutral public space. I think that's always the preferred situation. Hookah bar. I don't need you blowing hookah in my face like a bad bitch, trying to out bad bitch me. I don't know how I feel about that. Hookah bar, you can be looking over at the bottle girls, comparing their ass to mine, trying to see if I'm a part of the BBL brigade or not. I don't know how I feel about that. And ladies, I think we need to calm down with these lists, because like I said, it depends on the situation. It depends how long you guys known each other. It depends what the intentions are. Is this person just trying to vibe, or are they trying to get married tomorrow? These lists are intimidating to men. They're already not taking us out on dates. They're just going to stop it as a whole. Like, let's calm down with these lists. Let's calm it down a little bit. DJ envy. That's what we're moving on to, from low budget dates to DJ envy. DJ envy's business associate Cesar Pina is arrested by the feds in New Jersey real estate scheme. That was the headline, and a ton of viral posts that were going up over this last week in regards to DJ envy and his real estate partner, allegedly Cesar Pina. Hollywood Unlocked says iHeartRadio offices have been reportedly visited by the feds. So not only is this impacting Envy's personal life, his friendship, his family, the feds are now pulling up to his office. This is crazy. DJ Envy, I don't know what you're going through right now. I keep seeing you in the headlines. First, it was the gunplay situation. Then it was you having a little issue with Tyrese. Then it was Diddy. I think you're going through something right now that's called when it rains, it pours. For some reason right now, you got drama coming to you from every direction. And when it comes to the Breakfast Club, I'm sure sometimes bad publicity is good publicity. When you got a viral clip going around, it brings the show's ratings up. Go you. But I think it's taking an ugly turn now. And I don't know, you might want to lay low for a little bit. I know you need to go to work every day and do your job, DJ Envy, and this is the Breakfast Club. But you may need to take a little break. Use your PTO if you have any. Because in addition to this real estate business deal gone wrong, Erica Mena, to add fuel to the fire, was recently on Carlos King's show on YouTube, where she revealed her side of the 2013 relationship/affair that she had with DJ Envy while he was married with kids. In this conversation that Erica had with Carlos King, she says that she thought Envy had a baby mama, not a wife. Apparently, Erica and DJ Envy would be up and down New York together, and their relationship/affair was not a secret. Erica said that DJ Envy never wore his ring, that he would buy her gifts and take her to lavish places. All of this while he had a whole wife and kids at home. He was living a double life. And now this is obviously old news. DJ Envy and his wife have since recovered from this. They went on a whole book tour talking about how they survived infidelity. But bringing this back up again in the midst of his legal situations is just a lot. It's just messy. And I think DJ Envy just needs to take a break. Sometimes the universe, God, I believe in God. Sometimes God will put a lot of things in your face to sit you down. And I don't know what's happening in your life, DJ Envy, but maybe this is just a sign for you to take a seat. Maybe you're moving too fast and you need to take a seat and slow down and reassess the decisions you're making, the people you have in your life. Because something is happening right now where the universe is just telling you to slow down. And I'd encourage you to listen. With that said, sending lots of love to DJ Envy and his family. I never want to see anyone go to jail, face any legal issues, or see a family fall apart. That is not what we like to see at all. According to a study by Randall Bell, making your bed every morning makes you 206% more likely to become a millionaire. For those listening, I just did the biggest eye roll. I make my bed every morning, not gonna lie. I think my mom being very upset and expressive with me when I didn't make my bed is something that definitely pushed me to do that earlier on in life, and now it is a habit. I think studies like this help as well. I think anytime people say, if you don't do this, you're gonna be a bum, that'll do it. That'll make you want to do it. The thing is, this isn't the first time studies and messaging like this has come out. I don't know if you guys remember a couple years ago when Steve Harvey tried to tell everyone that in order to be rich, you have to wake up at 5 a.m. 5 a.m. is tough. Now, my issue with Steve Harvey when he said that is because he live in LA. He over there in Calabasas. 5 a.m. in LA and 5 a.m. in New York is two different things. 5 a.m. in New York is you got to wake up and you got to put your socks on right away because don't let your feet touch that cold ass floor. You got to wait for your toilet seat to warm up before you put your cheeks on that cold seat. 5 a.m. in New York is still dark outside. There's no sun. There's no birds chirping. It's just ambulances. 5 a.m. in New York is a completely different situation. You trying to tell me to wake up at 5 a.m. when there's nothing but danger out there. I don't know about 5 a.m. But my whole thing is just these studies keep coming out trying to tell people how to be a millionaire, how to do this, how to do that. Listen, good habits make great people. Like, definitely wake up, make your bed every morning. But do that because that's what makes you feel good about you. Do that because you want your outside to reflect the inside and you want your inside to reflect the outside. It's definitely a reciprocal relationship. However, don't do that because you want to be a millionaire. Are these millionaires even good people? Like, I'm tired of the media and these culture leaders, whatever we call them, making millionaires and billionaires the standard for success or the standard for a good human. Like, no, you could be a good human and not even aspire to be a millionaire or a billionaire. You can have a modest life and still make your bed and still care for yourself and still hold yourself to a high standard and still respect your family and contribute to society. I'm just tired of you guys making millionaires and billionaires the standard and saying that doing these good practices will help you get there. Not gonna lie, it does give me that extra push at some point when people are telling me that if I don't make my bed, I'm gonna be a bum. But framing it in the sense that this is what you need to do to be a millionaire or a billionaire, I just think it's bullshit. And I don't think it's things that we need to be hearing in this point in time where the whole world is falling apart. People are trying their best. Damn. Y'all need to chill. The City Girls recently dropped their album, Raw. Have any of you guys heard it yet? With that said, JT recently retweeted a post with the lyrics from the City Girls song Tonight, where she says, "Pussy on his nose, on my period, Rudolph." Now, when JT says something like this, she wanted to know when she retweeted it, she wanted to know if she went too far. When JT says something like this, I just started thinking, like, I was like, have I ever put my pussy on someone's nose while I was on my period? I don't think it's something I've tried before, to be honest. But I don't know. Some men like iron. Some men like running red lights. So if that is for you, let me know. Call me up. I might try something out. Call you Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Nah, JT, I think you took it a little too far there, not gonna lie.